Hello everybody, welcome to Totally Tabled. My name is Shaggy, and today I'm doing a full solo playthrough of Robinson Crusoe Adventures on the Cursed Island. I've already made 3 Robinson Crusoe playthrough videos for this channel. My first was for the scenario Jenny Needs Help, and in that video I taught all the basic rules to the game. So if you don't know how to play, please go check out that video because I'm not going to teach the rules here. Today I'm playing a scenario that I've never played before, Experiment on Dinosaur Island by designer Byron Campbell. It's one of the many originally fan-made scenarios that are included in the Book of Adventures, an expansion to the base game that I highly recommend. Now I went ahead and I got everything set up for the game. I'm playing solo but with 3 characters, the way I always play Robinson Crusoe. And yes, the triumphant trio returns, the Carpenter, Soldier, and Explorer. This is another no-chance difficulty scenario for expert players, so I'm well in over my head here. Scientists resurrected dinosaurs and opened a tourist resort, but now a storm has struck the island and the dinosaurs are roaming free. In our infinite wisdom, we decide to profit off the chaos by collecting valuable dinosaur DNA samples from all around the island. That's right, this is Jurassic Park in Robinson Crusoe, and I can't think of a much better match. In order to win, we need to first survive all 10 rounds of the game. Second, we need to build the electric fence. When we do, we'll place 3 black discs on this space, and by the end of the game, at least 1 black disc must remain. We can spend these black discs in order to avoid dinosaur attacks, but I'll explain that in more detail later. The last thing we need to do is collect at least 2 DNA samples. If we collect 4 samples, we'll get a better victory, and if we collect 6 samples, we'll get the best victory. So there are sort of like 3 different levels of victory to this scenario. I'll explain how we collect DNA samples along with how we use our ATV and collect fuel and deal with darkness and all the various ways dinosaurs can attack as I play, just like I always do. So let's just jump on in and get started. As I said before, I've not played this scenario, so I need to start by doing a little bit of thinking around strategy. You should always approach Robinson Crusoe thematically. And so my biggest concern is weapon level. If we're going to be out there running around with dinosaurs everywhere, we need a way to fight back. Unfortunately, we didn't get the empty bottle or the pistol as our starting items. Those would have been totally ideal. As a side note here, if a scenario is kicking your butt, feel free to just pick your starting items and even give yourself like 3 or 4. It's a great way to sort of ease the difficulty just a bit. But for this playthrough, I've gone for random, so we're going to have to deal with the biscuits and the rum. We did manage to get the sling as one of our inventions, and that's great. Between that and the knife and the spear, I think we're going to be okay. Now, as you can see, we start here rather than on the beach. Our shelter is already built, and we have 1 roof and 2 palisades. This represents the visitor center to the resort, and we cannot move this during the game. It's stuck here whether we like it or not. Another aside here, I had a couple questions about setting this up. I found a couple of answers on Board Game Geek, but I'm not sure how official these answers are. But the problem is, when you don't start on the beach, you need to either start with the shovel like already built, or you need to shuffle the beach tile in here with the rest of the terrain. The instructions that I saw said to shuffle it into the terrain, so that's what I've done. Now, it's a 2-sided tile, so we'll be able to see it coming, which isn't great, but that's fine. It's no big deal. The second thing it said is to resolve this starting tile. So we've placed a beast here on the hunting deck, and I drew a discovery token, and I got candles. Now again, I'm not sure if that's the intended setup, but that's the information I found, and that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so we got our food crates. Let's get our wood production. Notice we don't get food production from this tile, and that's a huge problem. We're going to have to deal with that in the future. What's good is here in the first round, things on the island are relatively calm, so I think that means we want to go exploring. I'm tempted to do a triple explore, but let's go double explore, double build. I'd like to get our weapon level up as fast as possible. And that will leave us with 2 arrange camp actions. Usually I like to do a few more, but that'll have to suffice. For now, we'll eat the biscuits and collect the food crates tomorrow. Good. I think that's good. Let's do the sling first. Success. Take a damage. And resolve a card. Fear of the beasts. Sooner or later, you will need much stronger weapons. Shuffle into the event deck. Well, that's okay. We're going to get strong weapons, so that could be worse. And now the knife. Oh, we failed on the knife. That's a shame. I was really hoping we could get that one. And we're taking a damage. The 2 determination will help us, though, so I'm not too disappointed. Let's resolve the explorer first. Okay, success. Damage. Great, some hills. Now, when we have that totem, we're going to put a number here on this tile. I'll explain that in a second. Let's get our discovery token. Ooh, a treasure. That's exciting. Okay, we're covering up a lot of hill spaces here. That's really good. In fact, these drums really have me interested. +2 determination tokens during the morale phase is really good. I also love that we have a food spot here. Now, let's resolve our adventure. Oh no, we got lost in the thicket. You don't come back to camp for the night. At the beginning of the next day, you return with something useful. Execute the night phase outside of camp. At the beginning of the next round, before the event phase, draw 1 discovery token. The explorer didn't quite make it back. That includes this treasure she found. Okay, now let me explain the totems. These totems are spaces where we can research in order to get DNA samples. You have to take this research action here, but also you have to be able to fulfill some condition based on the tile that you found. This is tile 4, and so right here it shows that there are velociraptors there. And so we're going to have to fight a beast of strength 7. Now that doesn't happen now, that just happens when we take this research action here on this spot. Obviously we're going to wait until we have our weapon level nice and high. The other thing that happens is we put a fuel onto this space, and that's represented by this blue disc. Every time we discover a new location, we'll put fuel there, and we can collect that fuel and use it in order to build the electric fence for 1. We have to spend 4 fuel to build the electric fence. That's a requirement for us to win the game. We can also spend 1 fuel in order to fuel up our ATV. Taking this action. When we do that, we'll put 2 white discs here, and then we can spend those white discs in order to take actions with just 1 person that would normally require multiple people. And it'll be an automatic success. That's going to be useful in the future because we can't move our camp, so exploring some of these areas out here are going to be pretty expensive. Now, the other thing to keep note of is when we remove a fuel from a location, that area goes dark. And when a location is dark, it takes an extra worker in order to take actions there. Let's resolve the soldiers explore. All right, same thing. We're taking a lot of damage with these actions, but we're being successful. Can't complain. Another totem spot. Another discovery token. Another treasure. Wow. I really wanted to find a grassland, so a little disappointed with that. Let's see what our adventure is. Old grave. You come across an old grave. You reluctantly look inside, but immediately regret it after seeing the old corpse. Discard 1 determination token, shuffle into the event deck. Well, we have no determination tokens, so we gotta take a damage. But now we'll do some arranging camp. 2 determination tokens each, 2 morale. Beautiful. And now everything comes down. We get our sling and our 2 weapon level. And let's check out our treasure. Okay, a hatchet. In the shadows, you see something glittering. Put a +1 on the tile with your camp. From now on, during the production phase of each round, you get +1 wood, as long as there's a wood on the tile. Amazing. We're gonna have to figure out what to do with all this wood. Okay, we don't have weather. Now, during the night phase, our explorer is actually stuck over here. So unfortunately, she doesn't have a shelter, so she's going to take 1 wound, and then she doesn't have food on her, so that's going to be 2 wounds. The soldier and the carpenter, on the other hand, are fine. They have a shelter, and they'll eat the biscuits. Then at the end of all of that, the explorer will find their way back to the camp, and they're going to get to draw another discovery token along with that treasure. Look at that, just some morale, love it. A little bit of tobacco is making everyone very happy. Now we get another treasure. Okay, a hammock, rest in peace. Keep this card. Starting next round, whenever a player rests, they get 1 determination in addition to the usual heart. Cannot be combined with the bed item. Okay, we'll place that there. That is interesting. That definitely makes resting a little bit more interesting, especially for the explorer who's been really damaged for just 1 round. Okay, the soldier becomes first player. Move the marker. And we got to shuffle the event deck. If you've seen my other playthroughs, you know how I do this. Ooh, okay. Searching for a new path. After the hurricane, walking through the woods is extremely dangerous. Put a reroll victory token in the Explorer action space. During the next Explore, you must reroll 1 victory result. And then exploring new routes, we can place a worker here, discard this card, and get a determination token. Otherwise, we're going to be putting some question marks in the Explore action space and the Gather action space. Not the worst penalty in the world for ignoring that event. I'm glad we got 2 explorers in last round. Here we go. The soldier's going to get 2 determination tokens. I'm tempted to defensive plan right away. 3 determination tokens, and we could increase our weapon level by 1 and get to 3. 3 is going to be a good place to be. And now we're getting 2 wood for our production. What are we going to do with all this wood? Oh, I'm just realizing we need to put a fuel on there. Now, this was a book event, and when we get book events, something pretty drastic happens. During this round, any explore or gather actions that we do, we are going to have to roll this red danger die. And any result that we get other than a blank, and there's 2 blank sides, it's going to be as if we rolled the skull, the beast. Now, normally that would be a 3 strength beast. And here in the second round, it actually is, but that's not going to always be the case. Now, you might not be able to see it because it's very tiny, but the value for these dice faces is going to change as we go along. In the 3rd and 4th round, the beast is going to be 4 strength. In the 5th and 6th round, 5 strength. In the 7th and 8th round, 6 strength. And in the 9th and 10th round, 7 strength. And then furthermore, the food and the palisades, those are going to increase as well. Right now, they're only 1. But in the 6th, 7th, and 8th round, those are going to become 2. So we'll lose 2 food and 2 palisade levels if we roll that. And then in the 9th and 10th, it becomes a 3. So things are just going to get progressively and progressively worse, and rolling this die is going to get worse and worse. Now for this round, rolling it means a 3 strength attack. I think I want the soldier to right away spend 3 determination tokens and use her defensive plan. We could either increase our palisade or our weapon level, and let's get our weapon level to 3. I now think we need to worry about food a little bit. Let's get these food crates. I think the explorer needs to rest. She'll get 1 determination token and heal. That's good, thanks to those hammocks. Carpenter needs to get the knife. Let's go ahead and use the candle. Let's just ensure we get it so we're not wasting any time. We really want to get that spear the next round. And I think the dam looks pretty interesting. We're going to be getting a lot of wood, so I think this might be a good time to get a little extra food. And that's non-perishable food, we can hold on to it. Now, does the soldier come out here and explore? She'll have to re-roll a success, so she'll have to get 2 successes. If she fails, she gets determination tokens, and we want her to be loaded with determination. She could also just try to construct another weapon level using a wood. That's always an option, and it's probably something we'll be doing. But I would like to find the grassland so we can build the rope. Okay, yeah, let's have her explore. Let's see what happens. First up, get a perishable and a non-perishable food. Use the candles to automatically get the knife. And now we got to roll for the dam. That's a failure. And that side we ignore. That would be a mental damage if you're playing with the expansion. So we're going to ignore that. That's just blank for us. Let's go ahead and spend those 2 determination tokens to re-roll that failure. Nope, she is determined to fail. Let's see about this exploration. Damage. But a success. And there are those grasslands. Excellent. Let's see what our exploration token is. All right, a palisade level. That's going to come in handy in the future. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. We have to re-roll that success. Uh-oh. Okay, still a success. That would have been bad. And now, let's see what our card says. Empty forest. The animals are hungry and are fighting for survival. Shuffle into the event deck. There's a lot of bad stuff in that event deck. And then the explorer gets to heal 1 and get a determination token because of the hammocks. Now, one thing I didn't mention, let's look at these 2 DNA sites. This number 2 is tile 10. That is a juvenile T-Rex. That means we either have to discard the goat discovery token, which we don't have, or 3 food. And here, this is tile 6, and that's something I can't pronounce, but basically we need to flip over our snare item back to its invention side. So we need to invent the snare, and then go there, use it, and then flip it back to our invention side, and we'll lose it. And that's one of the reasons why I want to get that rope, so we can invent the snare, so that we can use it here to get some DNA. Okay, weather phase done. The knife is getting us to weapon level 4. I'll go ahead and spin that to get to level 3 on our palisades. Really good. And unfortunately, only 2 of us can eat. I think we're going to have the soldier and the explorer eat. I think the carpenter is going to not eat, lose 2 health. That is the end of round 2. Oh, and by the way, when I explored, I would have needed to roll this, but no matter what we rolled, we would have gotten a 3 attack beast, and we had the weapon strength to deal with it, so that was no problem. But now things change. In the 3rd round, that beast die becomes a 4 strength, but we do have 4 weapon level to deal with it, so we're on top of our weapon level. That's great. Now let's see what our event is. Oh no. Hungry predators. These predators are hungry and dangerous. During the next hunting action, the beast is stronger. Put a plus strength next to the hunting deck. Draw another card. Next card. Predator is near. You either share your food sources with the predator or you fight for them. There is no other option. So the closest parrot space, and we do have one right there, is exhausted. Cover it with a black marker. If there were no parrot space, then each player would get a damage. Okay, that's not a big deal. We have plenty of food spaces around us. And here we go. We can send someone here with a 2 weapon level, fight for our food, and get it back. Now, the only problem is we do have that book symbol, but we have a 4 weapon level, so we're good. This is going well, except for all the damage that we're taking. Carpenter's actually first player now, so they can get the 2 determination. They could also choose to heal instead, but I think I want the determination. We have so much wood now, and what are we going to do? We're going to go after the rope. We're going to go after the dam, maybe. Soldier's going to try to build her spear. No reason to wait for that. If we get the spear, we can then go hunting next round to get our food. So if we got the dam this round, that could be our food source. So we could go dam and rope. The rope isn't as critical. We could have the carpenter rest to heal up. I think the soldier will come here and fight for our food. And then the explorer will explore and come here to gather that fuel. Or the food. Okay, let's gather the food. Let's try to stop losing so much health. Okay. Final answer. So we're going to get a determination token. And now we have a lot of building to do. Let's see how the soldier does. Oh my goodness. 2 determinations for failing. Loses a heart. And has an event. Predator in the camp. A predator visits your camp and attacks you. Fight a beast. It's 4 strength. And then, regardless of your weapon level, shuffle into the event deck. All right, well, luckily we don't take any damage, but wow, that's just like a velociraptor just came out of nowhere. Let's have the carpenter try to build the dam. That's also a failure. Okay, she'll spend 2. Yes! Jeez. Amazing. She succeeds. Takes a wound, and that crosses over her morale marker. Lose a little bit of morale. Okay, now the rope. She succeeded. Takes another wound. I think she's going to have to be resting up next round. But that'll be the rope. That's good. Okay, now we're gathering. Trying to gather some food. Took a damage. Succeeded. And then event. Unexpected discovery. You can't believe it. You found something. Draw 1 exploration token. Wait a minute, a good event? Didn't know those existed. on wood. We don't need more wood. Man, I was really hoping that was going to be the goat that we needed. And now... Jeez, okay. Let's spend 2 to re-roll that. There we go. Wow, okay, so another beast. And 3 exploration tokens. Yes! Come on, goat. Ooh, okay. That's a special tile here. Oh, that's a gasoline can. Wow, that's nice. Goat! Okay, that was a great draw. Put a fuel on there. Still no weather. Dam gives us 2 food. Now, the only thing with the goats is if we were to murder the goats, we could get a pelt, and then we could build the drums. But I think we're going to go hunting. We'll probably get pelts from that. So let's save the goat to use on the juvenile T-Rex. On space 10, we could do that research right now. So let's eat... And I do want the carpenter to drink some rum. And let's go ahead and have the soldier also drink some rum. Not a bad first 3 days, I must say. But as you can see here now, we're going to be rolling these things during the weather phase. Ooh, oh no. Memories of a dead castaway. You have heard a dreadful story about an old grave. The first player discards 2 determination token, draw another card. Now the explorer is the first player. I forgot to move it. So she only has 1 determination token. So she's going to take a damage. Wow. My goodness, predator in the vicinity. They found your camp. Night will be hard from now on. Put a red die in the weather space. During the weather phase of this round, roll the red die and resolve its effect. Well, we're doing that anyway. Okay, now the explorer is going to get 2 determination. And we're getting 2 more wood. Well, we could definitely increase our roof level. That would not be a bad thing to do now that we know we're going to be rolling weather from now on. That's really something worth thinking about. But our main problem is food. Now, what I want to do is come here. The danger with that is this could be a massive beast, and we could get very injured and maybe even lose our weapon level. And if we fall below 4, then we're in danger over here. If we don't do that, though, we could just try to build the spear. Then we'll need to gather some food. And we could do that. We could go out there and try to gather 3 food. Feels a bit wasteful. And we could go ahead and just grab that research right now. Oh my goodness, so many choices. Okay, enough thinking. Let's hunt. Explorer's gonna come here, deal with that. And gather that fuel. And then the carpenter, gonna try to build a roof and try to build a weapon level. Let's see if this works. That goes away. And here we go. The soldier can always frenzy if this is particularly bad. And it's going to be a +1 strength, so this could get ugly. Let's see what we got. Oh, goats. Hey, this is not bad at all. Okay, so we're not going to frenzy. She will take 1 damage. Oh no, she's not. Oh yeah, because it's +1. So because of this, she's taking 1 damage. And our weapon level is going down by 1. But we're getting 3 food and a pelt. That's amazing. Okay, we're now gathering that fuel. Got to roll for it. Success. Great. Oh, whoops. We should have done building first, actually, before we gathered. So let's start with the roof. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Three wood. Fantastic. And now the weapon level. Taking a damage. But we gotta draw a card. Hard work. You're working so hard that you get hungry. If possible, discard 1 food. Gah. Oh, actually, no. I don't think it's not possible to discard from the future resources pile. So we can't discard. And it says if possible, so it's not possible. So we actually don't lose a health for that. If it says if possible, then you don't have the unfulfilled demands thing and lose a health. So we actually get off scot-free with that. Okay, glad I remembered that. You can't discard from the future resources pile. Hey, we sort of got away with that. We can roll. So this is a 4 now because we're in the 4th round, but we have 4 weapon levels, so we're fine. And we have here 2 rain clouds. And luckily for us, we just built that 2nd roof level, so 2 clouds, 2 roof level, we're great. That could have gone much worse. We're very lucky there. And now look at this. We can all eat, we're sheltered, we are golden. Round 5. The beast die is now at a strength of 5. Okay. Chronic tiredness. You can no longer work with an empty belly. During the night phase of this round, each player must eat 1 additional food or they get 1 damage. Put a +1 food in the night space as a reminder. And then we could do regeneration. We put 2 workers here. We discard this card and get 2 determination. We need 6 food. God. Well, the soldier is going to get 2 determination tokens. I think she's going to immediately spend 2 to increase our weapon level to 5. She can still frenzy. I mean, I think we're going to have to go fight this beast. And just hope that we get enough food. We could also gather some food just in case. I mean, we could discard 2 in order to look at this card and see what it is. I don't know. And we also need to be resting a bit. Okay, I think we have to know what this card is so that we can prepare. So I'm going to spend 2 determination and let's see what it is. Wild boar. We're going to lose a weapon level, 3 food. That is good to know. Maybe we just accept that we all eat and then we're all just going to lose 1 health and not worry about gathering more food. So we definitely want to hunt. I'd love for the explorer and the soldier to sleep so that we don't lose the morale. But I also want her to build the spear. Yeah, the explorer has to sleep. The other thing is we're going to lose a weapon level. So I want the carpenter to build another weapon level. Or we could count on the soldier getting the spear. That'd be the other way to do this. And we need someone to come here. Oh my god. Okay, soldier's gonna rest. Frankly, the carpenter's not in great shape either. Or she could try to fix the ATV. We have 2 fuel. That'd be very helpful because now any exploring we do is going to cost 2 people. Although we don't need to do that much more exploring. Actually, I'm going to have her do the snare. Yeah, because of tile 6, we need that right there. And we could do 2 research. We could get both of our DNA, like, right now. And then just, like, survive. Okay, yeah, let's go for the snare. We're going to let that drop off. That'll be fine. We have to build the electric fence, but we're fine. Okay. So we hunt. Three food and a pelt. Let's go for the weapon level first. She'll reroll that. Yes. And now her snare, if she can get this, she'll get 2 determination back. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wait, she took a damage that last time. And then she takes another damage. But she gets this. And we have to draw this. Unmotivated. Due to you being hurt, tired, and irritated, construction is going very slowly. Discard 1 determination token or take a damage and shuffle into the event deck. Spend that. Carpenter's going to need to rest like crazy. So they each get a determination token and heal 1. Okay, now we get a plus food in our camp. I'm not sure if that counts if you don't have a food. I'll look that up in a second. Let's do our weather dice. Blank is nice. 1 rain is nice. We're totally covered by our roof. We're awesome. And now here, I think we're all going to eat and then not be able to eat that second amount and I'll lose 1 health. Okay, there we go. Halfway done. Okay, food is an enormous issue right now. I don't really know what we're going to do about it. Hooah! Drought. Amazing. You were lucky to find the riverbed. Unfortunately, it is bone dry. If possible, cover a river on any one tile. Treat the terrain type as unexplored. So first, this gets pushed off. And we're going to have an event like that. And this comes in here. And now this new riverbed, we don't have the shovel, so we can't even do that. So the carpenter's getting 1 token. And I read up, this has no effect, essentially. So the snare is having no effect because you have to have a source of food on the tile. So really, we might as well just go ahead and use it right away to get that DNA. But the carpenter has to rest. Really have no choice. We have to do this, too. I think we want the soldier to get that. Wow, so we don't have a lot that we can do right now. Maybe she should just try to get her spear. Yeah, I don't hate that. Oh no, we need food. Oh yeah, that whole food thing I was talking about. Right. We need more beasts. We're gonna have to use her ability to put some beasts in here so we can eat. That's the only way we're able to eat. I think she can only rest once, and then she has to come here to get some food too. All right, everything's going wrong. So here we go. 2 determination. Ah. And I guess let's have the explorer go first. So she's going to try to gather this food. Ah, takes a damage. But gets it. And then, because of this, she has to resolve a card. Pirate's Chest. Ooh! After a windy night, you find a new path on the island. It leads you to a pirate's hideout. Decide. Discard this card or draw 2 mystery cards, only resolve treasure, and shuffle into the event deck. Hell yeah. Pirate treasure? You know I'm going for that. Okay, treasure map. Keep this card. You can use it once. Take an explore action on this card using 2 pawns to draw 2 mystery cards and only resolve 2 treasures. Discard after use. Whoa! There was a treasure map inside the pirate's treasure. That's amazing. Okay, and another treasure, old rifle. Oh, yes. You find an old rifle and some gunpowder. Keep this card. Any player can use it once to temporarily get +3 strength. Discard after use. That was fun. Now we'll have the soldier go. Hey, there we go. And then the carpenter. Whew, all right. Didn't take damage, got the food. But has to resolve. Unbelievable effort. You wanted to impress your fellows. You have gathered more wood than you can carry. Decide, discard this card or get 2 wood. Oh. And then put a injury on your character's arm. No, we're discarding that. We have plenty of wood. We can't deal with an injury. No way. And then she's going to heal 1. Get a determination. So now something fun happens. Look here on space 6. It might be hard to see, but we're going to be rolling the red die twice. Now you can only resolve each icon once. But if you roll 2 different icons, then you have to resolve each one. And that's just going to keep getting worse. From now on, each round, we're rolling that red die 1 more time. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the 1 cloud is fine. We have to damage our palisade. And there we go. We rolled it twice, so we don't have to worry about it. Woo! Oh, but I'm wrong. If you look down here, we actually have to do that twice. Ouch. So our palisade got hit twice. Thank goodness that wasn't losing 2 food. That would have been really bad. So we're going to eat and not lose any health. That's great. I think I am going to have the explorer spend 3 determination to increase our morale by 1. That's her motivational speech power. And I'm going to go ahead and have the soldier discard 3 to increase our weapon level to 6. That's before the round ends. That's her definitive plan. That way she can do it again next round. Explorer becomes first player. And we're on to round 7. Whew. Memories of the cruise. You spent the night talking about your ship, your shipmates, and your future here on this dangerous island. Lose a morale. Well, that's a shame. Things are spiraling out of control here pretty fast. We need food. Food is our big problem. We need to get a beast in here to fight. But we're not going to be able to get it this round. And I think we need to build up our palisade. I also don't want her rolling and taking damage. Okay, so let's see if we can get away with that. I think we just let this go off, so we're not going to worry about that. Although, look at this. We put 2 here, we discard this card, 2 determination tokens, and a morale. That might be worth just doing. I think. Try to get that spear. I think we're just going to do this again. Hopefully she can get determination tokens, get an animal here. And that's going to be our only hope. Okay, I don't like it, but that's what we're doing. Let's have the soldier go first. She's going to roll for her spear. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh no. Okay, 2 determination. Takes a hit. And we have to do this anyway. Howling in the bushes. While working, you hear some scary howling coming from the bushes. After a while, the predator goes away. Shuffle into the event deck. Okay, I don't mind that at all. That's automatic. And now we're gathering. Let's start with the explorer. Down here. Success. But an event. End of source. Cover the source. All right, we lost that food source. That's not good. Now here. Okay, there we go. And now the soldier. Yes. All that comes down. Okay, we're rolling 3 times. 2 clouds are fine. This is a level 6, but we have 6 weapon levels, so we're fine. We lose 2. And we already did that. Woo! So we're basically going to lose our palisade level every time, but at least we didn't lose food. That could have been really bad. We would have lost 2 food. So we survived another day. Oh wait, before we move on to the next day, she's gonna use these 4 to get a beast card in there. We have to do that. It's day 8. We have to get our morale up. Some way, somehow. Council. All night you were talking about your future on the island. Your initial ideas will not work, and your plans need to change. You will not be able to create all the items you wanted. Discard 3 invention cards. Okay, so this falls off. We would cover up another river space, but we don't have any. No big deal. We have to get rid of 3 invention cards. Let's go shovel, map, because we don't have the river space, and we'll go lantern. Okay, now the soldier would have to give up a determination token. She can't, so she loses a health. More wood. Now, we have bricks and fire. Those would both give us palisade levels. We should at least build 1. We have to fight. And at this point, we're just hoping that that's going to give us a bunch of food. We have the old rifle, so if it's really bad, then we'll be fine with the weapon level. We just hope it's bad. We hope it's like a bear or something, so we can just get a ton of food. I don't think we're going to go after food. We have to start, like, doing some research and stuff. We have to collect these so we can build the electric fence. We don't have a lot of time left, so we're going to have to stop being too careful here. Let's have the carpenter try to build both of those. But now we have this. We got to get rid of this. Each player discards a determination token. That's no good. We just don't have... That's 2 people. Yeah, we just don't have time for this. Or we could try to get both fuels now. Build the electric fence. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try that. Let's give it a go. Boom. Back to 0. And now we're fighting. We have the old rifle if we need it. Puma, that's only 2 food. Oh, and if you don't have the medicine, you take 2 damage. Not good. This is a book time, but we're fine. We have a just enough weapon level. Luckily, we didn't lose a weapon level there. That would have been bad. Great, so she gets that. Come on. Yes! No damage. We've been gathering very well. It's a lot easier to gather than to do any other action. Now, the problem with doing that is we have made these more difficult to do. But we're just going to have to deal with that. I think it's okay. We're now rolling the red die 4 times. Jeez, that's losing 2 food. So that's 1, 2. Oh, no! Everyone takes 2 damage. And that might be it. Okay. We have to kill the goat. And the soldier has to eat, or she'll die. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. We've survived. 9th round. Yeah. We're in trouble. Stroke of Fate. This can't be true. Discard all cards from the threat spaces and resolve their threat effects. So here, we're just discarding 2 invention cards. Pot. And the bed. Carpenter has to lose 2 determination tokens. Luckily, she can. That's kind of amazing. More wood that we don't need. Carpenter's going to build the electric fence. We definitely need food. And also we just need to get DNA samples, but we have to get food. Yeah, there's no way we can survive this. We can rest. So actually, she needs to rest. So if we did that and we build the electric fence, then theoretically we could potentially survive. It's possible. Let's give it a try, shall we? So this happens right away. We spend 4 gasoline, and then we can build the electric fence. We can put 3 of these on here. We just need 1 of those left, and we can discard this to ignore all of the the B-sides that we roll. So if we roll the B-side, we can use this to get rid of all of them. That's good because the B strength is now 7 in this round, and we only have a weapon level of 6. And then we're going to heal 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Now we just have to roll spectacularly well. Okay, we lost. Yep, we would have to lose 3 food. We have none. Yep, we each have to lose 3 health. So that's it. Everyone's dead. But for fun, let's roll this 4 more times and see what we go to. Okay. Food. Okay, Palisades. Also dead. Food again. And Palisades again. All right. So didn't do a very good job, but we did survive until the 9th round at least. And there you have it. That was a complete solo playthrough of Experiment on Dinosaur Island. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.